steps make change from 4. I've been thinking about it a lot. Good afternoon, honored ladies and gentlemen of Toastmasters and most welcome guests. Meaning one guest. Thank you all for being here. Now, today I'm speaking on why and how each of you should be an author, a published author today. So I'm going to give you several points on how to do that. And the first point is why. Why would any of you want to be an author? Well, the reason why is because you all joined Toastmasters. That means that you have something to say. How many times have you gotten up here and realized that that red light just kept coming on way too early? And it wasn't just Misha's fault. It was because you had a lot to say. Now, how many times do you go and write a speech and realize, I have just way too much information. This is never going to fit in that teeny little 5 to 7 minute speech. It's not enough time. There is an answer. There's a solution for each of you. Write a book. Every one of you can write a book. I guarantee it. And today I'm going to give you the 4 steps, maybe 5, depending on how things go, that you need to do to write a book. Now, why would you want to write a book? Not only because all of you have a lot to say, but the book is the new business card. You have to have a book. You really do. It's not an option. And it's just so easy that you can do it. Now, step number 1 is make a plan. Making a plan is very easy. Now, today I'm only going to talk about non-fiction books, because fiction books is another speech. I can write a book about that. So, number 1, make a plan. What you need to do is brainstorm all of your titles for your chapter headings. So, first of all, of course, you have to pick the topic, right? Pick the topic that's most important and most gripping your soul. You read the most articles about it. You're so passionate about this, you would love to speak for hours on it. And then write all your chapter headings. Don't worry about it. This is not marriage. This is not a tattoo. The commitment level is low. Just brainstorm all your chapter headings. And once you get about 20 chapter headings, send it to your friends. These are friends that you trust and who know something about this subject. Tell them, hey, I'm writing a book. They're going to think you're so cool already. And say, listen, I'm trying to come up with the chapter headings. What am I missing? What would you want me to take out? Is there something that needs to be clarified? So number 1 is make a plan, write your chapter headings, get your friends to review it. Once you have the finalized chapter headings, make a schedule. This is all still part of making a plan step, just in case you guys are getting lost. So making a schedule. Now, how quickly do you want your book to be published? That's the question. I have written one book in 1 month. I've read another book, it took me almost a year. So it really just depends on how quickly you want to get that book out to the market. So make a schedule. And what I recommend you do is make a schedule, maybe you write twice a week. And then you write 1,000 words each time. And then figure out, okay, how many more weeks do I have? 2,000 words a week. A book should be about 100,000 words. So you can just measure it out that way. The great thing about e-publishing is that no one looks at how long the book is anymore. You can just focus on your information and you don't have to fill it up. When you had to publish paper books, people were like, oh, I'm not going to buy this book unless it's really thick. Authors had to spend so much time just coming up with rehashing and putting so much padding. And if you've ever read any of these books, which I read about a book a week, it's so much padding. It's like they do not need to go into all this. This doesn't matter. So you can really focus in on what you're doing when you're doing self-publishing. Step number 2, execute. I'm not talking about the death penalty. You actually have to put your derriere in the chair and type. There. So you have your chapter headings, you have your schedule. Now you have to follow through. That means you need to turn off your cell phone. Okay? I know it's painful, but if you're going to get your writing done, you have to turn off your cell phone. You have to block Facebook. No Facebook updates during your writing period. So let's say you're writing from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. That's what I did when I was writing my book in 1 month. And I had a word count. I had to hit 1,700 words every single day, 7 days a week. That's how you write a 50,000 word book in 1 month, 30 days. 1,700 words. So every 5 minutes, I'm clicking the word count button. Put the word count up in your header so you can click it quickly. And you got to make sure you hit your writing target, whatever that is for your, depending on your schedule. And do not let your family bother you. My family would come into the kitchen, and I would be sitting in the kitchen typing, in the little kitchen dining room area. And be like, oh, Bett, yesterday at work, I wanted to tell you. I'm like, no, stop. I'm writing a book. Do you want to get mentioned in this book? Do you want to say something like, I really am thankful to my husband? Or do you want me to say, like, my husband annoys me every day, right? So you need to tell your family, no, this is my time. I need to write this book. And believe me, they want you to write this book as much as you do. So you've got to let them know that this is the boundary. Your children, lock them in another room. Now, number 3, I believe I'm on number 3. Some details about self-publishing. Amazon sold 200,000 books in 2011 that were all self-published. Now, over 34 authors have sold over 100,000 books each, total. And in 2009, 76% of all books on sale were self-published. Self-publishing is the way to go. Publishers don't do anything for you. So what you need to do is write your document in Word and then upload it through the Kindle publishing. It's extraordinarily easy. So to recap, you need to know that books are the new business cards. You guys have to have them, and every one of you has a book in you. I know it because you're a Toastmasters, you've got lots to say. Make a plan. Number 2, make a plan with a schedule. Your titles, and then every day you just keep writing. You focus on your schedule and you have no excuses. You can do it. Don't get distracted. Number 3, self-publish by uploading your Word document into Kindle's app on Amazon.com. And the Kindle app is available on every device. There's no excuse for your audience not to download it. You get 70% of the money, and you will be a published author. And now I'd like to return the meeting back to the Toastmaster.